Hey, welcome to another stream. This is gonna be a weird one, okay? I went on to Steam and searched Hololive, and I found a weird game that I'm gonna be playing for a bit. I don't even know if this is gonna be an hour-long stream. I'm just gonna play it until I go crazy, okay? It's called PogoStickMiooooon. It is a Hololive fan game starring Ookami Mio, who's one of the talents of Hololive, which is a sort of streamer collective company, but they're VTubers. And yeah, this is an interesting one because the game is clearly like sort of meant for the for mobile or something. It is fully vertical, and it is also this big. There is no way to, from what I can tell, there's no way to make the game bigger. It is tiny, like it's smaller than my hand, and then like more than an arm's length away. So it's very tiny. I don't know what the quality is gonna be. Also, like, this is the screen I've gone with because fuck it, right? Oh shit, I forgot to start streaming bots. I don't have my chat up. Whoop. Boop, 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 boop. Let me do that real quick while I win MSI. Come on. Give me chat. There's an eerie silence right now. There we go. Yep. This is the game. This is all there is to it. Yeah, so it's a pretty simple game. All you do is you ascend and then you try to get the highest possible height. We have in the bottom right corner the height that we're currently at. This music is, I think, on a pretty short loop, so I'm gonna absolutely go mental. But it'll be fun to waste 30 minutes or whatever on this. Shit. Well, I got 5 meters. No, wait, 50 meters. I don't know why it's counting in centimeters. Like 5,000 centimeters. That's weird. Why it doesn't just convert to meters? Oh yeah, you can go on. It's like whoosh. If you wanna, that sort of thing. I don't have that sort of non-sequential thinking, non-lateral thinking. Alright, let's try and get a decent high score on this. Oh my god. So what else is new? Because I feel like this is just a game to play while talking about other bullshit, right? So something I've been doing a lot this year is baking bread. So if you're unaware, I used to work at a company called Creative Assembly, who makes the Total War games, and I was a streamer and video guy over there. It was like that was my job. It was you know, sometimes tough, sometimes awesome, and I'm somewhat sad to not work that here anymore, especially because money. 6,766 centimeters. So in December I got made redundant, along with hundreds of other people, I think it ended up being. So I am currently Jesus Christ, that was terrible. I'm currently living back home in Sweden. I had moved to the UK for this job. Couldn't find another job in the UK, so I decided I was gonna go back home because I can't afford to stay in the UK. Legally, I would be allowed to. I don't need. I didn't need to stay there. Still don't need to, actually. If I wanted to move back to the UK, no problem. Because my... I believe I have 1 or 2 years to return to living in the UK before my prior status gets permanently removed. But I had a status which sort of grandfathered me in from the old EU system, so I was allowed to stay there for as long as I wanted legally. But to live somewhere... Shit. To live somewhere you need money, and I couldn't find a job that would allow me to stay where I was, so I had to leave my friends behind, which is fine in this day and age. Only playing games together online anyway, wasn't really hanging out. I do miss the pub. I do miss the pub, but it was, you know, it was a little bit sad, but ultimately don't really care that much. We just play video games online together anyway. And so I'm trying to do some freelancing stuff. But while I'm getting that set up, you know, I just need time to get clients, right? And so I need something to do. Now, I'm living with my parents, and my parents, lovely people. They have offered to, you know, let me stay without paying any rent. So I'm saving money there. And I'm also not paying for food. So I'm basically just paying for, like, my phone. I do pay for my Netflix account, which more than one person uses. We use it in a family, but you know, everyone is in the same house, so we are following Netflix rules. But basically, yeah, I'm living rent free, and I get room and board for free. So I said, all right, well, the least I can do is at least cook food. If I'm gonna get room and board for free, at least I can cook. And part of that was I just needed projects, man. I just needed something to do that wasn't sitting in this room playing video games. I needed something to do, and so I chose to start baking bread, because sourdough is an interesting process. So I started making sourdough starter on the, I want to say, 12th of January. I started my starter, and it's the same starter that's going still. I'm still using the same... Shit. Still using the same sourdough starters. Because you just feed it and then you continue without the same one forever. Is the idea, at least. As long as you don't kill it. Yeast is a living thing, after all. But yeah, so I started doing that, and I've been posting some pictures on Twitter. Refuse to call it X. Been posting some pictures on Twitter about my progress, and last week I had my best ever loaf. It was really delicious. Probably should have made it go in the oven a little bit longer. The crust was a bit blonde, which I know is you know, my name and fuck and all of that, but I didn't. The crust needed to be darker. It needed to be more well developed. But it's been really fun trying out. The only problem is, you know, I'm at that stage where, like, when something goes wrong, I don't know what went wrong. I just know that it's wrong. So, like, I had a period a couple of weeks ago where every bread I made was just flat, and it was just flat, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And I've been trying to use the stand mixer. So my parents have a stand mixer, and I hate kneading by hand, because kneading by hand is really annoying, and it's a very high hydration dough, which means that there's a lot of the water to flour contents is very high in water. Fuck. Which makes it quite sticky, quite difficult to work with. And so I was like, I want to use a stand mixer. And of course, everyone that makes, or almost everyone that makes sourdough videos online is extremely pretentious. And it's like, no, you have to use it, you have to do it by hand. You can't feel the dough if you don't if you don't make it by hand. And it's like, no, fuck off. We have machines for a reason, okay? Stop being pretentious. Stand mixers are good. So I started trying to use it, and I didn't really figure out how to do it because I was still like thinking in my in the like manual hand making mode. And so I thought I was overworking the dough a lot, which is why like I had bad rice or bad shaping. It was just like I thought, all right, well, I've overworked it to the point where it can't keep its shape anymore. And then I found some videos from a great German YouTuber called The Bread Code. And he does a lot of like scientific type videos where he's just basically testing things. For example, can you overwork bread dough in a stand mixer? And so, you know, he started making it, and I'm like, oh, this is great. I can figure out if I'm doing the bread wrong in the stand mixer. So first off, he starts making the dough, right? And I'm like, oh, nice. He says, all right, I'm gonna do this until it looks good, and then for the other one, for the control or whatever, I'm going to just run it for twice the amount of time in the stand mixer. So I start watching, and I realize that his like baseline, the normal recipe, is like 3 times as much working as I am, and then he does the other one, which is way more than anyone ever works their dough, and it still comes out fine. So I realize, all right, it's not the stand mixer, it's me. I am doing something wrong. And I think it's the shaping that I've been doing wrong. I'm not entirely sure. But then I also started making. I realized that because proofing is quite difficult to get right as well. But then I heard in one of the bread code videos that if you overproof it, you can just stick it in a loaf pan and you won't waste the bread, or you won't waste the dough, because dough is money, right? That's where the slang comes from. And yeah, so I made that last week, and it was fucking fantastic. Oh, just like melt in your mouth bread, which I know is not for everyone. Some people like crisp bread or whatever, but it was so good. Ooh, almost died there. So these must be birds based on Nekomata Okai right here. And here we have Inugami Korone. Both of whom are in the group Hololive Gamers, together with Ookami Mio and Shirakami Fubuki, who's the shit. She is the shit, but she's the white one. Okay, so here's Fubuki's. I think they're birds, but I'm not really sure. I don't think there was a ton of thought that went into this game. I wish it told me on the death screen what my high score was. This is 8,000 something. But yeah, so I've made a lot of bread, and it's been fucking delicious. We do occasionally still buy some bread, but it's not very often. And it's very good. It's cheaper to make your own bread as well, if you don't count in labor time, which, you know, my time is currently useless. Time is only worth something if you could use it to make money, right? That's the value of time, and my time is worth nothing right now because I am effectively unemployed. I'm technically employed by myself, but as long as I don't have any active clients, I guess I'm unemployed. It's you know, it's tough on occasion. Every day I'm sending out like applications for freelance work. I have one client. I'm not gonna name them until we do something that's released together. But I do have one client, but they don't give me work constantly. I have other clients like maybe lined up, but it's such uncertainty, and it's not great. I was hoping by now to actually be up and running and have made a fair amount of money, some of which I wanted to reinvest in. Come on. Damn it, I was trying to hit the cat so bad. Some of which I want to reinvest in the business, which would include the streaming, because basically, so I'm running a double PC setup right now. So one PC, which is running my streaming program, has a capture card in it, which is how I'm capturing the gameplay. It also has a cam link for my camera, all of that. And it is quite old by now. It's got an i7-7700K in it, which is still a good chip. I think mostly the bigger issue is my GTX 1080. And I kind of want to get a whole new PC. And what I was speccing up, because I want to get a Threadripper Pro, because I want to be able to add in more expansion cards and stuff, to do even more cool stuff. And what I ended up looking at was like $5,000 US, which very expensive. You know, I thought, well, it's an investment into my business. I thought that would be fine. Ooh. That's the... what's this? This is the... I think this is supposed to be the hiragana sign for... N? For N? Right? Or is it... Wa? Clearly there are some patterns in this game. There was like a... might have been a 3 earlier. No, it wasn't. It was probably raw. 8,000. Can I like ranking? Oh, there we go. Oh, you can see my Steam name there. My Steam name is Imagine Wagons, 8,463. Let's beat that. I can't quit before I beat that, okay? I do have an over 700 day streak on Duolingo. I don't take it super seriously. I really should. I should be spending more time learning Japanese, but I've lost the motivation. I'm not sure why. Just don't feel like it, which in general is... it's all about life. It's weird. I enjoy streaming, I do. But it's always such an uphill battle to actually start a stream, and I don't exactly know why. But it's annoying. What? Okay, that's the hiragana for O. Ka. Oh, that's U. That was U. So it said Okayu, which is the purple cat of Hololive. Okay, that's fun. That's a fun detail. Add in letters rather than just abstract patterns to your platforms. I'm not ending the stream until I get 9,000 points. Okay, that's when I'm ending. If I can get 9,000, that's it. Because I'm already starting to feel. Oh my god, I'm starting to feel crazy with this music. But I've been like that my entire life. Like, just struggling to like do things I know I enjoy. Just being like, I can't be bothered, and then just like watching TV or something that is entirely passive. It sucks because like there are so many things I want to do, but I just can't get myself to do anything. And that kind of sucks. Sometimes I mean, it's not I can't get myself to do anything. I do things all the time. Sometimes I just can't get myself to do what I want to do. I often like I want to be streaming every day because fuck it, what else am I doing, right? And I want to put up shorts and videos and everything, and I want to make more song covers. I have those 2 songs up, the raps, and I want to do more of that. I just don't know what it takes to get me to do those things. It's actually one of the great things about the singing lessons I was taking last year, was that they were scheduled. So I always, you know, there was an outside force working on, or like making me have those singing lessons. And I knew that like if I cancelled, it would just be wasted money. Oh, we're back on the O. Ka. You. There we go. So I really struggled with my like doing my quote unquote homework, you know, like singing in a little week, practicing. But I did always go to the lessons every week. And I think that was good. It was good having that outside influence on me. Making me do the thing I want to do, which is fucking hilarious. But hey, mental illness is one hell of a drug. Mental health matters. Make sure you get whatever help it is you need. Shit. Hey! I got 10,000. I feel like I can do more. Alright, let's break 10,000. It's a shame we're not spending more on mental health services. Basically, it's just keep people alive and that's it. I do think that it is something like the American healthcare system is fucking garbage. But it is something that is, I think, more available is higher availability of private healthcare, especially mental health care. So like if you have money, you can actually take care of it, and generally I do have money. So it is one of the cases where I personally would have been better off in an American-style healthcare system. Of course, I'm not the only person in the world, so I would not want that kind of healthcare system for my country or the world, because I am not the only person who matters. Jantelagen, I'm not better than anyone else. Except at video games. I am the fucking greatest at video games, and you should all bow down. Just be amazed at what I can achieve in PogoStickMiooooooon. Fuck. Whoop. Alright, let's see. Come on. Whoa, come on. Yeah. Alright. We're on the Fuki birds. I don't think these birds have any form of names. I know that Fubuki has a ton of mascots for herself. There's Fubuzilla or Fubura if you're Japanese. Sukombu. And I know there's like at least one more. It's very strange. Whoa. Now I'm kind of because we saw those letters, I'm now kind of just whoa. Ah, nice. I'm kind of now just looking for patterns. In the placement of the birds. Like, is this a letter? Is this a number? What's the secret? Tell me your secrets, Mr. Game Developer. Secrets onegaishimasu. Would it be kudasai? I don't know. I know the developers are Japanese to my knowledge. Mostly because I saw a lot of Japanese letters or characters on the Steam store page. I could be wrong, but it looked like their Twitter was in Japanese. This game is free, if there was any question about it. There are some paid for Hololive fan games, and I think Aquarium, Aqua's visual novel, is that's Fu. Boo. Oh fuck. I think Aquarium, which is Aqua's visual novel, is also on Steam, but that's like $20. And as I said, I am out of a job right now. Oh. Fuck. I definitely saw the beginning of me there. The Japanese character me, as in M-I, not M-E, me, Blondie. The guy who's playing this game for no particular reason. that was very close. I thought that was the end. Ah. I guess next stream. What am I doing next stream? I guess I'm doing Walking Dead episode 3. I've really not been enjoying Walking Dead. I don't know why. It was one of Telltale's best games in that style. I just... Especially, like, episode 2 was rough. I did not like it at all. Like, maybe because I don't remember the story. And replaying those games is real shit. Like, I fully remembered that they were cannibals. Maybe I was just trying to get to that point. It's just... I don't know, I was not enjoying The Walking Dead. But I was enjoying Game of Thrones. And Game of Thrones I know is worse. Maybe this... Maybe it's just that the story... Like, the game of... the Game of Thrones is worse. But the story is just more interesting or something. Like, the Walking Dead game, very dull. Like, not a lot of things happen until right at the end. Like, there's no scheming, there's no theorizing. It's just like, alright, the story's just happening. Fuck. And maybe that's why the Game of Thrones game, like, for a first playthrough, it's fine. It's not good. It's fine. And in a game where there are, in a world where there are fucking r/outside right there. In a world where there are 9 out of 10 games being released pretty much every week, why would you waste your time on a game that's just fine, right? Then again, people play fucking League of Legends, am I right? Oh. Every now and then I return to League of Legends and oh... and play it for a bit until I hate myself. And then I stop. Shit. 8,100. That's a really hard pattern right there. I feel like I get very lucky with the pattern where I got to 10,000. Yeah, well, I love like competitive team-based games. Play a lot of Overwatch right now. I play a lot of team-based competitive games in my time. There's just something about recently where I struggle so hard with the other people on my team because they make like the most stupid decisions possible. Or they go like, well, you know, they just ruin it for everyone else by like going AFK or disconnecting and then reconnecting and then disconnecting and then reconnecting. So you can't get the like, alright, well, someone on your team left, let's finish this match now. Shit. And it's like you're playing Overwatch, and if you haven't played Overwatch, it's a 5v5 FPS where you're gonna have tank, deep damage dealers, and healers. And generally, the setup is you have 2 healers, 1 or 2 tanks, and then 1 or 2 DPS, depending on, you know, either you have 2 tanks and 1 damage dealer, or you have one tank and 2 damage dealers. That's the way that game usually has the setups of the team comps. So you load in, and it's free pick. No, it's open queue, so everyone gets to pick whatever they want to play. There's no firm There's no firm team comp, because sometimes you need 2 tanks, sometimes you need 2 damage dealers. You need to be able to switch that around. And so you load in, and like instantly like 2 people pick. And I see like, all right, well, they've picked a tank and a damage dealer. I'm gonna pick us a second damage dealer. So the 2 people who haven't picked, they'll need to go healer. Okay. And they pick 2 snipers. And you're like, but 1, we needed healers. 2 of you needed to go. Both of you needed to go healers. 2, why are you going snipers? That's really not what we need right now. And or like, you know, like if someone picks Widowmaker and it's like, and then does fuck all damage, like it's just gets tripled by the tank. It's like the tank does more damage than the DPS. That's always good. And it just, I like, sometimes people are so bad at video games and I don't understand how. They're made for children. How are you this bad at video games? maybe a bit ironic that I say that as I'm failing on this game, right? But this is not, you know, like mechanical skill, or like, I'm not talking about mechanical skill. I'm just talking about like compositional idiocy, where it's like, or you know, they'll go Widowmaker, get 0 kills and 0 damage the entire game. And it's like, but you can switch. You can play something other than Widowmaker. And if it's like, all right, well, I wanted to play Widowmaker, I've never played her before. Don't do that in ranked. Okay, that's where my issue is. Yes, I would be annoyed if you did that in unranked, but I'm furious that you're doing this shit in ranked. Like if you wanna be a cock in unranked. Why are you in ranked mode? It's like, oh, of course you're gonna insta-lock Genji and then go and do 0 damage. You're gonna start attacking the tank? Oh, that's really good. That's what you needed Genji to do. Oh, we don't have any tanks, but you're gonna tank? Oh, nice. Which tank are you picking? Ah, and you picked fucking Wrecking Ball. Could you at least... Oh, he's switching tank. Nice. Oh, it's Junkie Queen. It's like, if you're gonna pick a tank, at least pick a tank. Don't pick a bad DPS. Oh, man. Maybe I should pick a better set of mechanical skills here, though. I'm sure the like high. I wasn't looking up what the high score is, but I'm sure the high score is in the hundreds of thousands. Is that? Oh. Because I don't think this game has any form of like difficulty ramping. It's just the different patterns. So it's not gonna get any, like after I think like the first 3,000 meters, it's not gonna get any harder. Like this is not gonna be harder than 60,000, right? That's what I'm thinking. It doesn't seem like it, at least. Alright. That was a fun little short stream. I had fun with it. It was dumb, but but it was free. What what can you say? It was free. It was dumb. It was free. I had a decent time. Goodbye.